Ready?
Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Entering play call. You have 7 options. 5, 4, 2. Return left is selected.
And the Trojans.
Entering paused screen. You have 10 options. Resume is selected.
Toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. And Kamario Taylor will be running the show. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Ran through the contact. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Entering play call.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way.
Make it time. 2, 3. Edge blitz free.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Fine play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Right on 2 man.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. Unleashes one. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Entering play call. Red auction. There are 9. Red auction.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The option, the keeper. He's stopped at the 14-yard line and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. The lead is 6 in the first.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Time, 2, 3.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
3, 2.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayava at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season, they've got to be able to toe it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Breaks into the open. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on fourth down.
And I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Taylor wants to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. Quick step and go. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bothwell. Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
You have 15 options. Empty selected.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 3 Sky.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Mayava. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Nickel, 3, wide jack. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 2 man is selected. Left on 2 man.
First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Runs through a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown USC! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up for the PAT.
Categories.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Favorites.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Drive Y corner. RPO W under.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able.
Got a little press.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now give it to Fluff. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Oh, they're after him. Got it set up on the outside. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kickoff left is selected.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cover 3 Sky.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for the big play. Makes a grab on the shot. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Cover 6 is selected.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Inside, flood rail. Inside, cross.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
25 over wide. You have Cover one.
We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Trojans head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Running inside, it's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
One WR, cover 2 man. Left X 2 man.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty.
Left on 2 man.
A whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw for it. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Fires to the tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for you.
There's some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a really short gain before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Notification, your friend VRADYSENIOR is now online.
They'll give it to Fluff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Concept, trap, well, counter STR.
So first down will open up the final period. They'll run the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made after that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks. He was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Is now online. Entering play call, coach suggestions.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal.
15 options, attempt is selected.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cover 3 cloud.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Left on 2 man.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here we go. Ready. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finding open areas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There are 4 categories.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The short hands. It's Bowman. Turning it on. and they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Entering play call 3-2 to 4 single mug. Left X 2 man.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Still looking for Matt. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Trojans with the answer.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Getting set for the point
categories.
After. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Entering
precise,
ball,
relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down.
Entering play call, fig, drive.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Gets the back moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Here's a give to Bothwell.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Empty, grab slot, drive weak, and DBL ins, AHMTN, X-Factor, RPO alert bubble, RPO red bubble, RPO alert bubble.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You have 78
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Handoff, Bothwell.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Outside, HD stretch.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Bothwell again. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll give it to Fluff.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Red option, inverted veer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Entering play concept from special teams, field goal. There are 6 categories.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Entering player stats. Player stats, Team Musk, Mississippi Street. Rushing. Team MSST. Receiving. Defensive. Tackles for loss 0. QB sacks 0. Interception 0. And return to hub.